Hey everyone, it is 6:10 a.m. on September 9th, and I wasn't really planning on chasing today, but we had a cold front come through, we got some dynamics going on, and southwest New Mexico looks interesting today. Definitely supercell potential, severe storm potential. SPC hasn't really talked too much about it, no marginal, which I was surprised about, but it looks like the HER and a couple other models have shown strong storms there on many runs in a row. So I'm gonna risk it today. Haven't chased in probably nearly 2 weeks because the monsoon is kind of over, and so now it's just these transition events, which can be really fun. I had a great time in New Mexico a few years ago around this time of year and got a couple supercells and spectacular lightning, and so hoping for a replay of that today. Models had storms firing early, like 10 to 11, and being really good around 12 in Lordsburg, so that's why I'm up early. It's a 4-hour drive to Lordsburg, so I'm trying to get there, and I don't know how many chases are left this season, so I want to do a video today, and hopefully we'll see something good later for a decent video to toss on YouTube for y'all, and to kind of show a little bit about these transition events. We got a lot of, we got good moisture that's kind of tucked away in southeastern Arizona, southwest New Mexico, because this cold front, low pressure, kind of came straight down when it caused all kinds of problems and snow and stuff in Colorado in early September, which is crazy, like Dakotas, and it dropped our temperatures to right now I'm here south of Phoenix at 64 degrees for the low, which hasn't been this low all summer, and I can see clouds up ahead where there's kind of a pseudo dry line where it goes from 20 to 30 degree dew points to the 60 to 55-ish area, and so we've got decent moisture down there, and then we've got these cold front dynamics, we've got southwest flow, and some chance at rotating storms, so we'll see what they look like, and hopefully we'll have a good video. Sitting in Bowie right now watching the storm come off the Chiricahuas, which may or may not turn into something. Could be just an early deal here, but really dumping over there now. And backside, a little bit of a basin there. Cool thing is that storm is west of me, and I've got nice, decent inflow winds coming out of the east, southeast here, which is great for Arizona. So good inflow surface winds, because the upper winds are going coming out of the southwest. So hopefully we get our supercell out here today. Here's our storm approaching, and what I really like, you can probably hear it on the mic, is winds blowing into it, which is good surface winds feeding it, good inflow, which is not a typical monsoon pattern, so we're definitely in, this is a transition kind of thing. Good surface winds going into it, and the upper winds coming out of the southwest, so we're going to have some rotation and some chance at a supercell. This is probably going to turn into a supercell at some point. Might even be rotating a little bit now, just not very organized. I can't see any structure, but it's coming our way. Doing a time lapse of it, and then we will keep going east into New Mexico. Right now we're in San Simon up the road, and then we'll be going into New Mexico for sure if this thing holds together. The storm is getting closer. Surface winds feel like they're picking up, and hearing some good thunder now. Really would like to see a lightning strike, and I can set up my other camera, but I haven't seen anything yet. I think it might be buried in the rain, the bolts right now, which would be typical 2020. Oh, this really hope to see some structure sooner, if not now in the next hour. All right, because sometimes people ask me about gear. I've got one 5DSR up there with a tripod, intervalometer going right now. In the car, 2 more tripods. I have a third at home that I didn't bring. Extra 135 here, which is kind of scratched up and banged up. Intervalometer for this other 5DSR. It's got a 50 on it. Bunch of memory cards. A bunch of batteries. Stuff to clean. Tripod mounts. You know, headlamp. Here's the Sony A7R III for lightning. I got a lightning trigger for it, and I also have another one that will that's kind of got a cable for the Canon in case I decide to do that. And then it's got memory cards in here, anemometer to get the weather sensor, and then some batteries to get the weather sensor. I mean, to check the wind speed and temperature and dew point. In fact, we should bust that out. Not bad. See what we get now. So far we've had about 16.4 as our max inflow winds. Not bad for out here, it's good. There's our area of interest. I think that's the base of the storm. Is probably maybe a wall cloud. Could be just RFD, I guess. It's hard to see with this rain in the way. On the radar, you can see that there's a band of rain in front of us, and then the hook in the back of the storm is kind of behind this, so it's a little bit hard to see anything right now. The lightning bolt was just in there in the rain. We're gonna have to reposition soon, and hopefully we'll get a better view of this south side of the storm. It's kind of moving to the east. Hopefully, I don't know, that looks like it's moving southeast over there, but that's the base of it. Well, we wanted a supercell. Looks like we got it. There's some lightning landing close. Really good structure for Arizona. Lightning hitting right in there, so I need one more before I go. Wow, I should be time-lapsing it, but it started raining on my lens. This thing got really crazy, really fast, and started dropping bolts all around me, and I packed up before they got super close, but we are going to go east and get a look at the south side, which is starting to look real gnarly. And luckily this road goes to the southeast a little bit, so that is ideal. We need this thing to keep going east. It's awesome. The structure looks pretty wild in there. Should just take a picture, but I don't think I can. I'll get another one. Look at that. Oh no! More great structure right here. Oh, god dang it, I can't stop. The freaking bolts are landing right there. Can't tell if that's dust rotating under that or not. Whoa. Oh my god, look at this structure. This is unbelievable. Look at that! Holy crap. What is happening? This is Arizona. Probably the best supercell I've ever seen. There's bolts striking in front of it. Oh. Wow, today was a success. I did not want to get up at 5 a.m., but I did. Holy crap. Well, we're still time-lapsing the storm. It lost some of the epic structure that it had, but it paid off. Look at that. Huge. There's another one after this, like look at that. Two right together within seconds. Or not seconds, within a half second. Within, almost at the same time. Well, we made it inside New Mexico. Storm is approaching. Rain is just coming right over here, over the interstate, jumping. No CGs. No CGs anymore that I've seen. We're gonna have to go in a second. Well, I don't know that I could have played that any better if I tried. Leaving at the right time. A little bit of a 15-minute nap in the car when I got to San Simon. Figured the back storm would be it. Waited for it to go beast mode as it crossed the Chiricahuas. It did. It produced unbelievable structure for Arizona. For me, I've seen some good structured storms here but a pure supercell structure where you've got that rotating updraft, the wall cloud, and rain falling out the right side. It's probably the most perfect pure supercell I've ever seen here in all my chasing in Arizona. So huge success for me today. Got a time lapse of that right when it went crazy mode and then had to leave. Unbelievable lightning bolts coming out of that. I caught a few of them. I can't believe I didn't catch more. I'll have to go back and see because they were some really close ones, but they might have been quick. But that was cool. Right now the storm crossed into New Mexico and just took a dump. And unfortunately, looking at the meso analysis, it's moving into stable air. The good Cape was back in Arizona. It's moving into lower Cape. And that's unfortunate. We're riding out the rain. There's storms behind it. So we're either going to wait to see what they do or to see if this picks back up, which I don't think it's going to. If it does, then we'll keep going east through Lordsburg and get on the other side of that. But I don't really want to go any further. In fact, I don't know that I can get anything better than I got today. I might turn around and go home if this stuff all just turns into rain showers. So that was a fantastic finish for my chasing this year, if that was it. So we will see if anything else happens today. But that was fantastic. I don't know if I should have left it. The hail core looked like it might go back up, but it's just moving into really stable air and there's stuff behind it. But that's pretty. Well, we got one more supercell with some crazy bolts going off over there. Keeps raining on and off. I keep wanting to move. I mean, I hope it's supercell, but definitely got that little rotating look to it. Well, today was awesome. Celebrating with the ice cold Diet Coke from McDonald's. And don't leave me the comments about how bad Diet Coke is for me. I know, okay, but I love it. So today was great. It kind of puts all of storm chasing into a nutshell of what it takes to get something. It's going to turn out to be 8 hours of a round trip for me, leaving at 5:30, getting home about 7 for, I want to say, a 15-minute time-lapse clip and a couple of really awesome stills with it. And that's really all I have to show for today. The rest was maybe a lightning strike or two, but it was really windy and I think my 135 was shaky, so some of that is out of focus. Might be Instagram good, but probably not print good. But the 20 minutes was so worth it. It was what I was after. Made a forecast, checked out the shear, the Cape, the location where the models were kind of predicting there'd be storms, and got there, got in position, and was patient. And that's what it takes sometimes, is driving all that way for a 20-minute storm, and that's how you get the shot that you want. And I knew probably the rest of the day seemed like it might be kind of garbage after that, and sure enough, everything sucked, but it was worth it for me to be on that initial one. and the time lapse will be great. A couple of the stills will be great, and yeah, so that's just it. That's storm chasing for you. Sometimes you have really good days where you can chase for 10 hours and just get stuff all day, and sometimes it's 15 minutes, but I freaking love it. So appreciate all of you on YouTube, your support for my channel, subscribing, and hope you enjoyed this little look into a chase today. Bonus at the end of this video, I thought I'd show a sneak peek of what we got. This was kind of the supercell when it really was getting good. Here's like the first lightning strike, which is cool, and I'd be super happy with it if it wasn't for that one, which is literally, they happened a second apart. You can see there's barely any movement there between them. So I love this one, and I'm gonna probably edit it first, but this one I'm saving for later. Another monster with even, greater structure and stuff there. So, and this was the other bolt later that I was worried was out of focus, but it's actually not too bad. This was later with a 135. And then the time lapse, I figured you guys might like to watch like a brief little video of what the time lapse looked like of that soup. I see the rain just dropping on the right side, just incredible. And a lightning bolt captured on time lapse there. And this will definitely be a monsoon 6, I guarantee it. Coming soon. So here's it kind of sped up, which is just amazing. So yeah, not a bad day. Thank you all for watching.